I'm not happy about that, Joe.
I'm not
I
either.
was just, yeah, bro. I was just complaining about StreamYard before we started the show, talking about they've made all these changes. Did you see that countdown music, bro? You hear
That
that?
was that was jarring, to be honest. That was unsettling.
Yeah,
That was
bro. Like, that's
horrible.
throwing me off. So I've had enough of StreamYard, bro. I
Yeah, you have.
swear, like all these changes. No one asked for this, bro.
Yeah.
Um, it's not even a good track either. You know what I mean? Like you could,
It
I
didn't
mean, you could
fit the
chill out to the
countdown.
old. Yeah, man. You could
Yeah.
chill out to the old one. Like this is.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're live. We are live. Welcome to WrestlePurists Worldwide weekend recap. Trying to figure out what Dwayne the Rock Johnson was cooking on Friday night. But first things first, please like, subscribe, send any super chats if any questions, any takes, any topics. We'll get into them. Please turn on post notifications. Hope everyone is doing good. I'm joined by Joe Hulbert and Anna C. DeMarco. And Anna's not on camera because she's playing a flu game tonight. I made sure that she was clear. See, she's
Oh.
already started, bro.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try it. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know you
I'm
was this.
so
I didn't know you was this bad. You told me you was cleared. You was just like, I just need to be off camera. Is that okay? I was like,
yeah.
okay. And here you are. I don't know if you can play the full 90 minutes. Like, it's
I will attempt. And The Rock, he got my soul. I watched the full on segments. Like, so I needed to be here to talk about it. Like I couldn't just live with that in my head without being able to put it out. So I will try. I will keep my mic off so I don't cough while you guys are talking. And I'm sorry for the Brian Danielson picture, guys, but it is what it is. I'm trying.
the Brian Cole pick, the Adam Danielson pick. That picture still haunts me every time. But Anna's mad adamant that she's keeping that forever, bro. She's very stubborn. But
Forever.
anyway, Hulbert,
Mm.
weird weekend,
Yeah, I'm pretty
kinda.
mad right now. I agreed to a fee, assuming I was working a triple threat match tonight.
Mm.
I got to gorilla position, and suddenly I'm informed that one piece of that triple threat will be spending a lot of time on the outside watching, and I think it's time to renegotiate a deal. We'll talk about that afterwards. But I'm here nonetheless. It was a weird weekend, I guess, right? Was it actually? Well, it wasn't really weird at all. It was just a weekend, but I liked it. And I'm here on
I
WrestlePurists
mean,
Worldwide. This is the house Joe Holbert built.
day one, bro.
We should make the AJ shirt that said that about SmackDown. We should make a parody one for a WrestlePurists shop, whatever the hell we do. Shop
Yeah, man. I'll get in touch with the graphic
merch.
designer.
Good
And
idea.
we
Yeah.
can only, obviously our merch line. we don't even do much anymore. We'll bring it back this year. Even
The
if it's just some
house,
basic the house
there
that Joe
is.
Hulbert built tees.
The house that Bing Bong built is perfect. Thank you, you've made. But yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna work hard. I've done my boots up extra tight now that I know Anna's struggling. I'm ready to hit the ropes and start hustling,
Bro.
dude.
Long night, bro.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Joe.
That's what I do, Anna. Don't worry about it. Just give me some of your money and I'll be more than happy.
I need the money for the medicine.
I'm sure, I bet you do actually. Yes, it sounds very bad.
Yeah, man.
Not
Like I
great.
said, she's apparently cleared. I don't know what doctor she's been seeing, but yeah, man, we're here.
I saw Wardlow's father. Is he alive, by the way, or did he die? Did I see something about?
Wardlow,
Did
yeah,
his
Wardlow's father
die?
passed away because Christian Cage did a
Oh
promo,
no!
didn't he? Christian Cage.
Is
So
that
what did you
real?
mean then?
Wasn't he
I
the
thought you was
doctor
doing
in
a whole thing
AEW?
like, oh, I nearly died. Like,
No.
so what the
I thought
hell?
he was. I thought he
What
was
was your angle
alive.
then?
I thought he was alive, and I remember he was a doctor in AEW because he put like the air mask thing on MJF upside down.
Doc
Was
Samson. That was Doc
Wasn't
Samson.
wasn't he a doctor in AEW?
I don't.
I don't know, bro. This is what I'm saying. Delusion has taken over Anna's brain right now. I don't know what's going on. Anyway,
Am I crazy?
I don't know. But speaking of Craig, just to confuse you even more, we're getting straight into it, bro. We're getting straight into it. What? Well, let's start with Dwayne the Rock Johnson's week, all right? Because on Thursday,
Yeah.
it was reported that he is going to be in a leading role in a Martin Scorsese film with Emily Blunt and Leonardo DiCaprio. And when I first thought this, I thought it was like a fake account, bro. I swear to God. Because in the tweet as well, it's like he's playing like a Hawaiian mob boss leader or something, you know. But yeah, it's right. It's there, bro. Exclusively reported by Deadline. You know, Dwayne's in a Marty film, and then like then I think later on that night, it was announced that he was going to be on SmackDown on Friday, and obviously everyone's kind of excited, thinking, you know, he's on Mania, bro. He's on Mania. He's got the Marty film. He knows he's not going to be around much next year or whatever's going on. He's doing it this year. He's locking in. He's locking in. And he shows up on SmackDown, and I think a lot of people were kind of hoping, like, yo, full-on final boss, engaged, and he's gonna go out there and he's gonna like do like kind of like his normal promo to get started, come out, call Cody Rhodes out, and then go into kind of like full-on final boss, ripping him apart. You know, I'm coming for you, boy. All that, you know what I mean? Like, and all that sort of stuff like that. That's what a lot of us wanted to see, bro. And I can't blame anyone for wanting that. But instead, he wanted to do this like weird, tense segment to kind of creep Cody out. I think that's what he was going for, bro. And I think he succeeded. How good the segment was, I don't know, but it's interested me, Joe. And there's a lot of questions coming out of it, which I think was the goal. I don't know, Joe.
I don't. So it genuinely is. I mean, we're going to do a lot of bits because, like, how can you not? I mean, you should also know we talk about Dwayne's week. He did that Instagram video where he talked about turning 1 days into day ones and legitimately sounded like he just killed someone. Like one of the most. He was scarier in that than anything he said on SmackDown. Today I decided I'll do something. Bro, honestly, I mean, it was horrifying.
That SmackDown promo creeped me out, man.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of.
When he kissed him, bro. He was so sinister.
I don't know. I'm very
He's
torn
pulling
on
up pictures of mums, bro.
I'm very I'm very torn on this whole thing because I think in one hand, I think people are being a bit over the top about how hard it was to understand what he was talking about. I think it was pretty obvious what he was getting at when he talked about wanting Cody to be a corporate champion. But in fairness, he did express it in like the most convoluted, incoherent way possible. So I also get the complaints. On the other side of it, I definitely don't feel like I'm aligned with the folks that think this is like some sort of genius artistry at the hands of Dwayne Johnson. Because
that's the more fun thing to believe, though, bro.
It is, but there's a lot of things that are fun to believe. It don't mean you should believe them.
Well, if you can't do that in wrestling, where can you do it, bro?
Yeah, but
he's got the master plan. He's drawn it up. He's looking at the names. Who's going to be the corporate champion, bro? You know, we got John Cena, we got CM Punk, we got Drew McIntyre. Who else has been thrown in there?
Yeah, but remember when he showed up at Bad Blood and he did that thing with his fingers where he counted down and
he might show up with 3 people. I don't know.
I just don't. I don't know, Anna. What do you think?
Yeah, I know, Anna. You just watched it, I think. You sent a DM into the group chat, like. Well, you go ahead. You know.
It's still fresh in my mind, and the thing is, like, I just watched it, and I don't know if it's because I'm sick, but it felt like a fever dream. You know, like I don't understand anything that happened. Like I really don't. He went there and he's like talked. Oh, the WrestleMania is gonna be in New Orleans, and then out of nowhere he's a heel, and then he starts singing, and then he's a heel, and then he calls Cody, and then their moms are on the screen. Like everything felt like the fever dreams I've been having for the past week. You know what I mean? It's just it was so weird, and I didn't understand the point of it. Like, what are they gonna do from here? What is the plan that they have in mind? What is the story? Because usually from segments like that, you can like have an idea what they're planning. This just felt so all over the place, and it felt that Cody, he didn't know what to say. Like it felt like Cody was confused as well.
Cody was shooting.
He didn't expect any of this. He didn't know what was happening. Like he was so lost. The part that after The Rock, he talked like 10 minutes at Cody. Cody, when he starts saying like, "I want you to be my champion," and then Cody you can see his brain like trying to think of like, what the fuck am I supposed to say to this? And then he just goes, "No, I am their champion." But he says it so slowly, like he's in the moment just thinking about that.
Some people crumble under the pressure of Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I didn't like the Cody. The way Cody was presented here, I did not think was very flattering. He looked like he was like quivering and stuff. Like, just tell him to fuck off. What are you doing, man? Like, I just didn't get that. And I know everyone, one of their friends now, but Cody as the babyface should not trust Rock anyway. He's clearly a lunatic. You know what I'm saying? Like, didn't think it was flattering for the top babyface, I have to be honest, but I'm sure Dwayne don't care.
They wanted to make him look as confused as possible, so I guess to try and sell the idea that he might say yes, when everyone knows that's not happening, bro. I've said it for ages. Anyone who's trying to do the whole like Cody Rhodes should do heel thing, just you need to kind of like let that go for a hot minute.
He's not turning. I think the biggest, and there are things I liked about the segment because it definitely was one of those things I couldn't take my eyes off of, and there is a value to that, even if I don't think it was particularly good. The biggest negative I would say was when at the presser Rock had that thing about, you know, we have characters we don't even have to wrestle. You know, there's such a weird, unique. And I as soon as I heard that, I thought, "Oh Jesus!"
He thinks he's Heenan, bro.
I think trouble.
He thinks he's Heenan with Hogan, bro. He thinks he's Heenan with Hogan. I swear.
This ride might seem fun. I think we're in danger. I think trouble's ahead. Of course we're
in danger, bro. This is what it was like when he first came back.
I know, but that was.
You know when it happened, Joe? The final boss figured it out.
It all clicked at once, you know. It all worked. The electricity struck us, and we got through it, and we survived, and we lived to fight another day. And I just fear that people that are the support and the encouragement for this version of Dwayne, I think, is a dangerous. It's enabling. That's my take on it. I thought about some more. I don't know, man. I mean, look, guys. Those of you who were here a year ago, we were all in. Right, the final boss got us through about 3 months of wrestling. So I want to get back on that drug, you know. I want to do it, but I'm not sure it's healthy for me. I'm scared.
Now the thing is, though, you'll only be scared for a few more days. Because I think I believe at Elimination Chamber there will be a more clearer picture of what's going on. The worst thing that could happen is if Cody just says no and Dwayne just walks away. I'm not, because Dwayne's so fucking crazy. I'm not completely writing that off as a possibility. So, but I think that's probably like the worst thing that could happen. But I do think obviously at Elimination Chamber we'll get a more clearer picture of what's going on, and then you'll either be warranted in how scared you was, or you'll chill out. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the scare, anxiety you'll only have for the rest of this week.
Objectively, like, if you have to think as a WWE writer, what do you think they're going to do with that? Like, what is the plan that you see there?
Well,
it's not up to them.
Well, yeah, that's firstly. But I think...
well, if you're Dwayne...
I do think there's an interesting story of someone selling their soul to Rock. I do think that's interesting. I'm not going to pretend... I think... You know, everyone's fantasy booking that, and I think that is an interesting idea. I don't know if I buy that that's happening necessarily.
So if it is, who would be top of your list?
I think Punk would be the most compelling, right?
Yeah.
The guy who's desperate to be him, like to be the guy, selling his soul. That's compelling. If that's the direction, that's great. I don't know if I buy that. That's actually what's, you know what I'm saying? That feels like
same. That's like top of my list to think of, kind of like out of suggestions of directions this could possibly go. That's like the best one I've seen. You know,
because
there's
that
layers
actually does
to that.
make sense. Yeah, you know? Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, I don't actually think that. I don't know what's gonna happen though.
No.
So like I can say that I don't know, bro. I don't know what he's on.
Genuine question: do you think they know?
I think Dwayne knows, and I think Brian knows. But do I think Triple H has an idea or hopes? Yeah. I think Triple H has hopes and dreams. But as far as the other man in the room, they ain't got a clue, bro. They do not know. Do you know what I mean? They got told like, I don't know, like the day before, like they got told like 2 hours before the announcement probably that Dwayne is coming in, and you're gonna have to throw out 40 minutes of the TV show tomorrow. So,
Dude, this conversation coming like an hour after we tweeted on the official account that Dwayne is the wrestler of the week is outrageous, by the way. That is not lost on me.
You voted for like Roddy or some shit, bro. I voted for Bandido.
All right,
I'll put that out there.
This is important actually for both of us.
I am not allowed to vote, by the way. I'm just saying that.
That's not my decision. I want to make clear. That's Montel. But I get given, as we noted last Wednesday, one of you can confirm, I get given a long list of matches that I can rate, and I rated 2 this week. I rated Megan Bain and Chris Statlander and Roddy and Orange, and of those 4 names, my wrestler of the week was Roderick Strong. I didn't even think about Dwayne because I didn't think people liked the segment that much. Now I find out you didn't even vote for Dwayne. This is incredible news. I mean, you must have been stunned, bro. You have to have been.
I wasn't stunned because I know what our guys are like, bro. Like
bits over everything.
You know, like once one person gets it started, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like that.
I can't believe.
You know?
I have to be honest. I cannot believe you didn't vote for him. This has stunned me.
Bro, like I couldn't because, like you said, I'm not even sure if it was good. It was interesting. It was interesting, and I've got questions coming out of it, and I'm intrigued. So I guess, like I said at the start, bro, like maybe, and you know this, Joe, as well. Like when it comes to like segments and stuff, I always look at it as like, what is the purpose of this segment? Like, how can this be productive? Same with wrestling matches as well. And obviously, I think Dwayne went into it, and I think he did tick the boxes he wanted to tick. But it's like, was it good? I don't know. You know, but like, I do come out of it with questions and intriguing. And he did dominate like half of the week in terms of conversation. So
he did.
I can see obviously where some people are coming from voting for him, but obviously there's got to be a little bit of irony in it. Your man didn't wrestle, bro. Yeah. But it's like, who were the other contenders, bro? Like, I voted for Bandido because he dragged the corpse of Chris Jericho to like a 3-star match. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what a beast.
So like, it's not like who like completely stood out, bro. Like I think I said it to Jamie. I think I gave more 3 1/4s out this week than I think I ever have.
What about Road Dogg? We should have given it to Road Dogg.
Come on,
he dominated the conversation.
Come on, bro.
All right, let me just do this here quickly. So I've watched SmackDown in the last 2 months.
All right.
And so I wasn't surprised at all at what SmackDown is like, because it's like that every week. It's shit. It's like that every week.
No, but this week was especially bad.
I'm telling you,
bro.
I'm telling you. DIY match to silence. Long Candice LeRae match. 12-minute Bloodline tag main event.
Hold on. Let me stop you right. That DIY match came immediately after Dwayne. So it's like, now, as bad as the DIY segment would normally be to me or you as a viewer, bro, it was worse because it's following Dwayne completely fucking everyone's brains up. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, look, here's me. It may have been slightly worse, but would you not agree that it just generally has sucked for like since it went to 3 hours?
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't know, man.
It's the worst run of shows under Triple H's head of creative.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad, and it's the way it's the thing that's really lost about it when you watch it live, especially, you notice, and that's why I think a lot of people found this jarring because they watched it live because of Dwayne. The pacing of that show is unbelievable, man. It's like you could do a lap.
Feel every second of that 3 hours.
Oh my god! And
it's
every
crazy.
match, even matches that aren't actually that long, they feel like they go on forever and ever, man. It's terrible. It's so bad, that show.
And they're incorporating like hella Miz, bro.
You couldn't build a worse roster.
Where did that come from, bro? Like, I know Miz has always kind of lurked around, but Triple H generally did a pretty decent job of just keeping him there in the background. You get me? He's moved to SmackDown, and he's a starting player, bro. What's going on? What are we talking about?
Like, I didn't watch the entirety of SmackDown, I have to admit, but I saw the Carmelo and Miz thing, and like, who thought about that?
Whose idea is that, bro?
Well,
why? Like, yeah, I mean, we have Carmelo Hayes is like one of your most impressive young wrestlers, and then you just put him, like, you make him, have 7 matches for no reason because it doesn't lead to anywhere, and then you make him just have something with the Miz. Like, how can you? It's like such an easy wrestler to book, and you put him with the Miz. It's just
It's just-
unbelievable.
I don't know.
It's
It's
a roster.
unbelievable.
I don't think you could come up with a roster that's less suited to the 3-hour runtime than the one they've got. It's like all the pieces, even the good pieces they have that you could steal 5 minutes from as a promo, they're on a 3-hour show, so they have to all, like, look, I love Jimmy Uso. Monty, how many hours have you and I dedicated to just being nice to Jimmy Uso? We love Jimmy
No,
Uso,
bro,
don't we?
we've bought tickets, we've
Yeah, but,
bought
I mean,
merch, we've spent
dude.
time, blood, sweat, and tears, bro.
He can't keep doing this every Friday. It isn't right. He's wrestling for 10 to 15 minutes every single week in singles matches. I mean, they're taking advantage of him.
Running,
Supposed wrestler.
yo, they're running him into the ground, coach. He
He's
can't
playing
keep it up.
40 minutes a night, man.
It's gonna break down.
He's legitimately like one of the show's designated work rate guys. That's where SmackDown's at right
Hey
now.
man, Uso in the wind. You get me?
I love him. I love the guy. But there's so many, like, I just think the rosters, they've got, to me, Raw should be the angle heavy show with the glossy big names and the stars. And
my
SmackDown, you have 3 hours. What's up? So true.
I pulled up the cage, mate, looking at match times. Yo,
Dude, look at the Candice LeRae one. Monty, look at that time.
that's what
Look at that
oh my
shit.
god. Alright, let's just go through this here because it's like we're talking about how wrestlers are miscast, and it's like every single wrestler on this card is miscast. Like, so you got Jimmy Uso, who does not need to be the work rate guy, as Joe just mentioned. As much as we love him and we have liked watching him wrestle, it's just
God
like, bro,
love him.
your man's gonna break down. So like, that's the opener, you know. Then the next match is a tag team match: Carmelo Hayes and The Miz versus LA Knight and R-Truth. That should not be happening for fucking obvious reasons. I don't need to get into that, you know. Then you go 13 minutes, bro, with a Candice LeRae match.
I'm sorry.
Against who?
Tiffany
Tiff-
Stratton.
Uh.
Listen,
13 minutes of Candice LeRae, bro. I'm not even one of these people yet, look, because was it Rob or Chris was quite spiteful about Candice LeRae on the timeline on Friday. But bro, how do you watch the reaction she's been getting for the past couple of months, regardless of what you think of her as a worker? But like, how do you watch the reaction she's been getting on the main roster and think, yeah, let's put her in there for 13 minutes with the world champ? Like,
and this
What?
is important. These are the lengths of the matches on a show where Dwayne had a 30-minute segment. I think Road Dogg's terrible, and I do think it's his show. Now, why it's his show, I don't really understand, because like I assume Triple H has to like dine, you know, has like
he's
a
obviously
part-time
cooked,
job at the local diner on Fridays or something, can't make it. But either way, this isn't an easy thing. I mean, every week it's this way. Again, it was worse, and it was worse because we actually wanted to like see the Dwayne thing, but it's diabolical, man. It's so bad. It's terrible. It has no respect for your time. That's the best way I can put it. It has no respect for your time as a fan. You watch it and you're like, God, they're just taking the piss
bro.
out of me here.
yeah, real, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, just my plate. Like I said, bro, that Carmelo Hayes, Miz, LA Knight, R-Truth sheet, like getting those minutes getting off in the first hour, bro. They were playing in our faces, bro. They knew we was there for Dwayne, and they just mocked us, bro. Like, it was
There's
crazy.
got to be something
And
better
it's
for LA
shitty,
Knight to
it's
do,
shitty
man.
every week, Joe. Like, you're right in that, in saying, like, yo, this is just what SmackDown is. But it's like, that Miz segment wouldn't normally be in the first hour, bro. You know what I'm saying? DIY normally wouldn't have to follow Dwayne. Like, this was especially bad, I thought, even for their piss poor standards.
I agree. There's got to be something better for LA Knight to do. Like,
Of course.
there has to be.
Shinsuke
Anything.
Nakamura is the United States champion. What are we talking about?
Let me tell you, dude, that match he has with LA Knight is going to go 20. You know that, right? They're going to have Shin out there
They
going 20.
hilariously had an okay match, even though we all thought it was going to be terrible last time.
What,
so.
the Pape one? I didn't have a problem with the
Yeah,
War
it was,
Games
yeah, it
one.
was all right. Yeah, it was
I
all
don't have a
right.
problem with that match. I think they're going to get like 20 on this. They may go an hour. I mean, anything's possible at this point. I think I'm putting it down. I'm locking it in now. This is a official prediction. Take it to the bookmakers. I think Jimmy Uso is going to have an hour brawl on SmackDown within the next 6 months. I'm telling you now, I think it's going to happen. I haven't decided who with yet. I maybe him and Carmelo Hayes are going to go an hour, bell to bell. And God only knows the repercussions of that. But I see it coming, dude. There's trouble ahead.
redacted in the chat saying the funniest part is there's no proof that Triple H was at TV on Friday. No videos, no pictures or posts. Didn't turn up at the presser either.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, bro. It's like, you know what's funny though? Like we're all so quick to like jump on Road Dogg, bro. I think Joe, you've made this point plenty of times before. Triple H got to sign off on everything, bro.
Well, this is
It's like when people blame. It's like when we blame other people around Tony Khan. It's like Tony has to sign off on everything, fam. Stop making excuses for the guys who have got the pen. Stop it.
Yeah. So this is my thing. I absolutely believe Road Dogg is booking that show because it has his fingerprints all over it.
I agree.
I just don't get, to your point, and this is what we mentioned earlier, I don't get why. Why is Triple H not booking SmackDown? It's half of his job, isn't it?
Give it anybody else, bro. Molly Holly, take a crack at it.
Well, Candice would be going 30 in that case, but all right.
Who else is like the producers and
I don't know.
agents and shit on SmackDown, bro? Nick
Give
Aldis. That's Matt, you the GM. It's a shoot now, bro.
Why doesn't Triple H just book it? You know?
I am so
I don't know
happy that I'm going to a Raw now, not a SmackDown.
Yeah.
You're getting John Cena. That's the only reason why you buy a ticket to one of those European shows at the moment, anyway.
I bought it before they announced him, so you know.
This is a fair question, Joe.
Yes.
You could probably speak to. Maybe a bit better than me, because you know what like he was on in 2017 a lot better than I will do. Big Man Dogs, what are Road Dogg's fingerprints?
Well, first...
Bad TV.
Heavy heat on baby faces is one. He kicks the shit out of his baby faces at every turn and just kind of makes them gutless losers. So there was a lot of that on SmackDown since, as of late. Bad comedy, which obviously I don't point the clear example of that. It's honestly less Road Dogg fingerprints and more 2010s WWE fingerprints with like the promo trains. Like that kind of, like, we need to just AI book the show is more the vibe. Ron Killings, yeah. That's what I'm saying, Ron Killings. Like, I'm not here to bury, bless Ron Killings, but when you have a 3-hour show, you want guys that can chew up time with good action, right?
Yeah.
Like...
Not just chew up time.
Yeah, like you need... If SmackDown had a bunch of guys that were good in ring and they really leaned on that, and I'm not even doing that because, I don't give a shit about that kind of part of the conversation. I'm just saying the easiest way to book it would be that. And meanwhile, the one guy they have that fits the bill for that is Andrade, and he's, wasting time.
The SmackDown roster, bro, he's got to be better than that, man.
It's outrageous, mate.
Well, yeah, go through the roster because I physically cannot remember.
Page, and I'm gonna just kind of quickly highlight who I would class as like a good worker, or I'll just throw a name out there if it's someone who I think that a lot of people would class as a good worker.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, current superstars. Fucking hell, add Central on the WWE website. All right, SmackDown. Alexa Bliss now.
Give it 25, bro.
The Motor City Machine Guns. They have been a hilarious addition to the WWE program. I can't lie.
Yeah, it's.
God bless,
I'm very happy for them. In terms of the fit, it has proven all of the concerns that everyone had have been validated. I actually think it's hot. It's a really weird fit, dude. Their matches they genuinely feel like guests every time they come out. They feel like they're representing another promotion. They're good. Obviously, they're a great team, and they're still very good now. But the problem with sending them out to have long matches is, even though they'd be good, the people don't care at all. It's wild.
They're trying to do this fake tag team resurgence as well. So you've got the Motor City Machine Guns, and you've got like DIY, and they're trying to make us believe in like Pretty Deadly as like a babyface tag team or some shit.
Yeah, which was crazy. That was so hurried.
I think the Gazas are on SmackDown as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Street Profits have just came back and they're doing the big heel thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that is one of the few things I would circle as like a positive of recent SmackDown. Is I actually think their presentation has been awesome. I like the Street Profits a lot, and they are like a good piece for them. Beyond them, the tag division is what you kind of said. It's kind of like a pretend thing because the Pretty Deadly deal was so hurried. Like they didn't give a chance to anyone to actually get into that. And DIY, I don't know if they're ever going to be walking out to this sort of electric response at this point. I think the clock is ticking.
It's over, bro.
Yeah.
In terms of them ever being like a super.
Right, they can have nice
babyface
matches,
tag,
but yeah.
No, not even babyface heel tag team. I think they're even harder to believe in as heels in terms of getting super over. But anyway,
I agree.
All right, people who are decent workers on SmackDown. Did I just see Apollo Crews?
Yeah, who's hurt, which is a bummer, right? Because you could actually use him right now. Yeah.
Mello.
Yep.
I won't say he's a good worker, but you can eat up minutes with Braun Strowman.
No. Oh yeah, sorry. I was going to say for Mello needs more guys that he can wrestle like his match with. SmackDown roster has hardly any of them. Yeah, Braun's.
You can eat up minutes with him.
SmackDown has a handful of top guys, and he to me is like on the fringe that are. If you look at the main event, they actually have some good players, right? With Kevin, Cody, so on and so. But yeah, Braun. I mean, it's just unfortunately he's physically so beat up. But you can get stuff out of Braun.
The new big addition, Damian Priest.
Yeah, who for all of our fun and games, is very popular. And is a nice addition to the main event situation. I just, I think so. I don't know.
No, but bro, when he comes out, it's not like the people are super moved. Like everyone heard what happened at the Rumble, and I know he came out late, and I know he was kind of set up to be honest.
I don't remember this.
He came, bro. He was like number 28, and obviously people were, you know what I mean. Like some heavy hitters were coming out. You get me? Then Damian Priest walks out, and he was just like, okay, cool.
I quite like Damian Priest.
Then, then WWE is still I know, yes, I think they've just gone too far, bro.
In general, or with Damian Priest?
In general with Damian Priest. So it's
okay, good.
I get them recognizing that Damian Priest was kind of just hitting everything out of the park when he was given certain roles, when he was kind of like an upper mid carder. And the Judgment Day stuff, and them getting so much heat, and him being such a big factor of it, and then obviously then deciding to reward him with the Money in the Bank and the world title. Okay, cool. I did think his world title reign went too long, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think now that he's dropped it, they're still trying to present him. And obviously, this is what you would do, booking someone that you're trying to get over, But they're still presenting him as he's one of these main top guys in on the show, and it's just I don't think the fans see him as that. They like him, but they don't see him as someone who's going to come out at number 29 in the Rumble, or someone who they're going to get behind to win the Elimination Chamber, or somebody that, or you know what I mean? They just don't.
Well, you watch a lot closer than I do, so I don't know, but what you're saying, it seems like the chat agrees. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's I think the perfect role for a Damian Priest is where he was before the one that's leader of a group like Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I get why they did the whole thing where they all split up and stuff, but they had a good thing going there. He was in a nice spot, you know what I mean? Finn, Damian on TV all the time, you had some role players as well, like your Doms for the Heat, your JD McDonough's, Rhea's obviously this super mega star. I don't know, I think maybe Rhea should have been the only person to disconnect from the Judgment Day. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was only really really over when he was together with Rhea. When he was always by himself and had the Gunther matches, those things, he was never crazy over. When he was doing the things with Rhea, he was over because Rhea is over as fuck. Anything you put with Rhea, it's gonna be over because it's just her, And I think they kind of misunderstood that as oh, look at him, he's super over as well. But like you said, I just don't think the fans see him as this upper card guy. He's a solid upper mid carder, I would say. I really like him, but it's just
he's good
in a roster that.
Well,
he's good.
The
he's
one
just
thing
not
we all
a
agree on,
big star when in a company full of big stars at the moment.
Either way, we can all agree on SmackDown's roster, he's the least of our worries, right? I mean,
yeah, he's not, like I said, I just circled him as someone that you can use for time. But
yes,
when you said oh, loads of people like him, I was do they?
I'm just a nice guy, man. I'm
Jacob
trying to
Fatu,
good
the
wrestler.
best thing fucking going. Drew McIntyre
should have singles matches. Should have more singles matches.
So you've got Drew and Jacob.
But Drew,
That could be an interesting thing to explore later this year.
how do you feel about this Drew McIntyre take? I'm working on, right? No one's watching, are they?
Talk to me.
I think Drew is very, very beat up, and so he has found a TV match that is I would say, a distance short of his standard TV match 2 or 3 years ago. A distance
like in
short.
the pandemic and stuff, in the Thunderdome.
He used to
beating the shit out of Sheamus.
Dude, he used to work so hard. And I'm not saying he's not working hard. What I'm saying is I think he physically is a lot more beat up than people realise. And so he's had to like...
Got that new deal as well, brother.
Yeah, you have to adjust to... I mean, I could be completely wrong. I was told that the Seth match was really good and he worked really, really hard on that. Like, I'm sure he's... Like, when it's a big show, he still obviously busts his ass, but his standard TV match... I don't think Drew's going to SmackDown every week like, oh man, I can't wait to have a go out there and have a banger, you know? I don't think that's where he's at mentally at this point.
I think even before, bro, like, when he was having, like, the really strong matches on TV, I've always thought he was very, like, opponent-based. So, like, if he wrestled Sheamus next week, like, we'd get Drew, like, the Drew that you'd expect, you know?
Right.
But if he's just going to be doing weekly matches with your Jimmy Usos of the world and stuff, like, you'll get a polite, passable Drew McIntyre match, you know?
Right, yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely something to it, like, it's more noticeable now, definitely. But I've always thought, like, with Drew, it's more kind of like, if you put him in there with someone who he enjoys to work with, or someone that he can get super physical with, you know, you'll get the Drew McIntyre that you want to see on TV, you know?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Drew Jacob, obviously DOY. Katana Chance and Caden Carter are dead in the water, man. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Because they're a pretty decent tag, man. And obviously,
they're
an actual tag team as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
How often are they on the main roster? When did they get called up and how often have they been on? They've probably been called up for a while now, right?
They've been called up for a while, bro. Like a year or like 2 years, like a minute, bro.
Wow.
I swear they were tag champs at one point, weren't they? Like, I don't know what was going on, but Kevin Owens, LA Knight. But you know what? They've got a better roster than what they're putting out, man.
Oh no, definitely, yeah. But I just think
way better, bro.
I think their roster is not. It's not that it's a terrible roster. It isn't suited to the 3 hours because a lot of their assets are like top guys that aren't going to wrestle on TV that much, you know.
They need Randy Orton back, you know.
They should get like, you know, some of the guys on Raw that are the work rate guys should be more distributed more evenly, I feel.
Or just give Andrade minutes.
Well, yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm
you know,
saying? That's what it really is, isn't it? It's like give Andrade minutes.
the amount of problems in my life that would have been solved if I just got more Andrade on TV, bro. It's outrageous, you know. That's all I need.
You, me, SmackDown, everything,
Yeah,
bro. Everything
the world.
is everything's a brighter picture if Andrade just gets some more minutes. So yeah, SmackDown's bad.
It's shit.
Very bad. It's very, very bad. Like I said, I think it's the worst. I think it is the worst run of shows that has been going on in WWE since Triple H has been head of creative comfortably as well. So,
And I love just remembering AJ Styles' tweet defending Road Dogg, and then like the week after is like the worst SmackDown.
Who could have seen that coming, huh?
What an amazing sequence of events.
Very unlike AJ to defend someone in power and make him look bad. Very unlike him.
yeah, so that's SmackDown. That's the Dwayne business. Let's do some super chats actually. Speaking of Final Boss 499, you will never know what he's cooking. The recipe is in a chest on Mountain Rock where the elites stay. The semi-final boss, Ryder Gewurz, has it too. Yeah, bro, he's tapped in. Like I said, there's like 3 people actually know what the fuck's going on over there at the moment. So
I gotta be honest, I'm all for being a Dwayne stan. I've been one a time or two in my life, but the Gewurz bit is where it gets out of hand for me. I have to be honest, you know. The semi-final boss, Ryder Gewurz.
Hey man,
come on.
There's another one, 499. And no, it's not Fruity Pebbles Soul the final boss wants. Why would he want that stinky ball patch near him? Damn. Listen, just be nice, you know. Shout out to $5, appreciate it as always. The Rock promo, convoluted, overindulgent, haphazardly put together. Most interesting thing on WWE TV in a calendar year.
Interesting is definitely a choice of words there.
That's
It
the
was
Dwayne
interesting.
experience. Yeah, that is the Dwayne experience. To be fair, like kind of weird and doesn't really make sense, but you enjoy it. You will enjoy it. You watch it and go, "Oh, interesting."
You're along. You're
Yeah.
there. You're with it. Like you said, bro, you couldn't take your eyes off it, bro. It was just like this
just-
weird, tense situation, just weirding everyone out. And,
I'm so relieved right now because I thought I was gonna get ambushed on this show because I thought Anna and I were gonna come in here and you were gonna be like full on. Oh my god, what a segment! I don't know why. I just got this sense, and it was worrying me. I gotta be honest, it was worrying me.
He's the Dwayne
I'm
Defender,
balanced,
you know.
bro.
You're a balance. That's true. You are. You're
I'm
balanced.
balanced, bro. You know
Sure.
what I mean?
Proud of you, bro.
Balanced. I appreciate it.
We're gonna beat this together.
You've become more balanced since Redacted took a break because before I was being ganged
It's-
up on the every
It's
week.
him. He's the source of all of
This is
this.
why he's redacted, bro.
Yeah.
You see him tweeting cage match show ratings and shit the other day, bro.
That was
just
outrageous,
asking
man.
for it. You get me? Like he's toxic, bro. Anyway, Showtime Spurs. This is mainly one for you, I'd say, Anna. If Saya goes to Marigold, I'll have an Anjan level meltdown.
I am so confused. Like, okay, guys, little like stardom lore here. Yeah, they just announced that Saya and Tam Nakano, they're gonna have a loser leaves stardom match, but Saya's just the world champion. So it's kind of like, well, it's not for the title. It's like, a loser leaves stardom. So either she leaves, being the world champion, she has to drop the title, and because Tam is not gonna win it from the match, or it's just Tam retiring, or maybe worst case scenario, maybe Tam is going to NXT. Maybe we finally found out who True London is, like we never know.
Come on, man.
Like, because it doesn't make sense for me in my head for that to be Tam's retirement. You know what I mean? So I'm very confused how they're gonna go about this. I feel like she, especially like for how important she was to Stardom, they would do something else. And I don't know if Sai would just leave being the world champion. I
What are
really
the
don't understand what's going
chances?
on.
What are the chances of a fuck finish though?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like that because there's no way. There's literally no way. But it's still weird. Like if they wanted to do a false finish, why they just don't do a title match and then have a fucking finish? You know what I mean? Like why do they have to do this whole dramatic thing? It's so confusing.
Tam Hogan. Tam don't want to do the job. But yeah, she wouldn't be like that with Sarah, would she? I've seen I've seen a little bit of talk about people thinking, well, maybe Tam has decided, fuck it. Like Tam has decided to hang him up, But I don't know. I'm with you, and obviously I'm not as tapped in on the Joshi, Marigold, Stardom, TJPW, all that stuff. So, but yeah,
But
it's still
if
threw me off.
Yeah, if Saya wasn't the world champion, I would be like, oh, maybe she just wants to go to Marigold, like join with Utami again with Rossi, I wouldn't be surprised with that. But her being the world champion is what makes this very weird for me. It's like, honestly, okay, I'm gonna explain in WWE terms. It's like if Cody at WrestleMania he had a loser leaves WWE match against CM Punk, or like against Seth Rollins, and it's a loser leaves WWE match. So you're just kind of like, what? Is that how they're retired? Like out of nowhere. They're not building up to ours. They're not doing any storylines. Like, oh, this man is getting
What's
old
the
and
show,
tired.
Anna?
No. What?
What's the pay-per-view they're doing it on?
Oh, let me find the name here.
It's not a Queendom, is it? Because Queendom's already like. Because I
No,
don't know
Queendom's
I don't know
in
the I don't know the
it's in
Stardom's
December.
calendar.
Six is in the chat. James in the chat. You guys can remind me of the name because I just saw it this morning. I forgot.
High Six.
But it's the next.
Hi Jamie, hi Six. Shout out the gold star. These are the experts we need on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
because I saw.
they probably
was it
talked. They
the
probably did. No, they couldn't because they just announced it, so they kind of spoke about it the other day.
Path of Thunder. Is that the one that they announced?
That's the one
before,
they
or is
just
that the
done.
other one?
That's the one they just done.
Oh,
I think no,
yeah, Path of
no,
Thunder
yeah,
was,
no. Path of Thunder is the one that's coming up.
is the
'Cause
next.
they did the preview.
Yeah, because they have some title matches there. They
Why are
announced.
Jamie and Six not talking now in the chat, bro? Like this is when we need.
Yeah, they were the
them.
whole
Anyway.
thing just talking, and now it's just like not at all. Now it's silence. You see when you need someone.
So
I'm
anyway.
finding it. I'm finding. It's at the
Welcome on.
Stardom Nighter in Kuroken Hall.
There we
It's
go.
not even like
Thank
one
you,
of the big events.
Terion, our useless Joshi fucking, what do you even call them? Supposed experts. They're useless, bro. Anyway, sorry about that. That was terrible audio. Darren Walker, £2 appreciated. Brian James, WrestlePurists Booker of the Year 2025. No, come on, bro.
Well, Jamie just put in the chat, what is the question?
Jamie. Yeah, it was the show today. It was the show today. It's Stardom Nighter.
I waited till the shot clock expired and went, give it to me.
And Champion, $2. Machine Gun MP3 back in business. Hashtag glory to Noosh. Appreciate it, brother. You know, we appreciate all the propaganda for Machine Gun. You know,
We're building up.
good
Building
guy,
up
bro.
slowly.
Good guy. Much love.
Are they
Well,
going back
Asian.
to New Japan?
The better be.
I don't know.
Now you gotta think that they'll probably you know.
I think it's a
everyone
safe
knows.
bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. They just keep
and
going
jump-
back and forth, back and forth.
I mean, that's the business that I grew
That's
up
so
on.
beast.
Yeah. Like I'm 50. And Champion, $2. Dwayne is taking souls and digging holes. Hashtag Grim Reaper. Talk to him, bro. The final boss, $1.99. I let Triple H cook for a while. Kitchen was burnt. Raw's still pretty good, man. Grant Hudson, $4.99. Take a choke slamming him at Mania 40 gave Rock Takers 99 ministry powers. Turned him dark. Dark law, brother. Super Chatter's name I'll never say. Appreciate his words. I don't think either happens. That's meant to say. I don't think either happens. However, if Bianca or Cody were to turn heel, who do you think would be more likely between the two? Bianca.
Bianca, yeah. And
I
she was
honestly
a pretty
think-
good heel.
She was. I don't think Eva's likely at all, though, to be honest. I just think Bianca's more likely.
Yeah.
Because Cody is like the centerpiece of the, so. But I don't think Eva's likely, to be honest.
The thing
And-
is
and
with Cody
Cody,
as well, they
he,
were
like,
waiting so long, bro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Anna. Go on.
No, I was just gonna say Cody, he refuses. You know, that was like the whole thing with AEW. And Bianca, she's been a heel before in NXT. And of course, I feel like now, the point that she's in her career, her character, yeah, like you said, I don't think either is likely. But Bianca, we know she can do it, and she did it very well before. So I don't think it would be that
Sure.
crazy if they just decide, like, you know what, let's do that. Let's try to put like Jade over by making Bianca like the heel in the story or something like that. Because I don't know what they're doing there, where Jade is, what's happening. But I wouldn't be that surprised maybe if they take that path, you know? And it would be interesting because it would be like something different for Bianca in the main roster as well. She like in NXT she was great as a heel, so I wouldn't be mad about it.
Yeah, man. And the WWE were waiting so long for somebody that could like actually be the babyface that Cody is. Do you know what I mean? Superman, the next Cena, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He's that sort of archetype of top babyface, you know. So if they were to like have him and solidify him, like it's not even been a year since he's been champ, you know. I mean, like that's his first world title as well. So I don't mean he has to have like a 3-year reign as a top babyface, you know. But like he will be like the top figure in and out of the main event,
Yes.
in and out of the world title, the same way basically that Cena was. I think for years to come, bro. So maybe we will get the heel. Maybe they won't be as stubborn as the world with the Cena thing, but maybe we'll see it one day. But I don't think it's happening anytime soon. Bianca, I don't think it's happening. Like I'm not saying it's gonna happen like between now and Mania or anything, but like it wouldn't like stun me at this point, to be honest.
In the next couple years, yeah.
It would not stun
I
me.
don't know. I'm intrigued how she's used in the next, because I think
be
she's
better.
winning the chamber. I think she's winning the chamber. I could be wrong. I'm just guessing. And then you get into like, okay, so is she winning at WrestleMania? And if she's not, then what is the play, right? Because then you could do a pivot of sorts. I wouldn't recommend it. I think Bianca as a babyface is like, she's like the perfect wrestling star to build around, right? It ticks every single box you can imagine. So I don't know.
She ticks like the extra boxes as well.
Yeah.
You know, like outside of wrestling personality and shit like that.
She's
Like,
incredible.
she's unbelievable, bro. One of the few things that late stage Vince actually got right, to be honest. But yeah, fuck that guy, not giving him any flowers.
Yeah.
We just love Bianca. I want to see her as treated as like the fucking female scene or whatever the fuck it was that was going on with Bianca pre Triple H. She's still a heavily featured star, but like,
Oh, for
I
sure,
Like,
yeah.
I like,
She's
I like
protected
Bianca,
too.
at the
Protecting
top. You know.
Yeah.
Ryan $2.79 Canadian, appreciate it as always. The third hour was added in case The Rock was weekly. They knew that was never happening, bro. Come on. Again, appreciate you, brother. Bring Fraction to SmackDown and watch them rejuvenate the tags. Maybe. I'm not sure how the live crowds would react to them though. Because that's like the thing with the tag division, bro. It's like no one gives a fuck about half of the wrestlers that walk out on that show on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the actual challenge. Like Joe said earlier, like the lack of like stars and stuff, the lack of just wrestlers that people give a fuck about and react to and stuff, you know. So the Motor City Machine, no, not the Motor City Machine Guns, the Fraction. I'm sure they could get over, but I'm not sure if this is like the perfect environment for them to do it right now. You know.
I would, if the Profits get rolling as heels and they get the belts, then you may go, okay, Fraction can work with the Profits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rather than just putting him in this current thing. I agree.
Hush $2, I will happily sell my soul to Manaman. Sounds like you already have, bro. Little DJ Boy Axe $2. Redacted gonna be nasty if Punk versus Rhodes is the main event.
Yes.
He's nasty
True.
already. You see, he's posting like pictures and like he's being like vague and shit, bro. Like I don't know what he's like.
He's lost his mind. I'm gonna be honest. I talk to him almost every day, and he regularly stops himself to go, "Oh man, I'm getting radicalized, bro. He's losing the plot. I'm telling you." I was in a post show with him a couple weeks ago, and he told me that Angelo Dawkins is one of the 4 best wrestlers in the world. He's losing his mind.
What?
I'm telling you guys, he's losing his mind. And I'm his friend. Imagine what you'd think.
Yeah, bro, we love and care about him like a brother, bro. He's just not.
That's
okay,
insane.
you know.
Keeps sending me photos of Baron Corbin and shit. It's weird, man. I don't know what to make of it.
Wait, what? Hold on.
That one wasn't true. The Dawkins one was true. He said Shelton, Dawkins, Samoa Joe, and one other. I can't remember who it was. He said they're the 4 best wrestlers in the world.
Dwayne.
It wasn't Dwayne, but
Kevin Owens.
he was. Nah, he was real aggressive. It was after the Rumble, because when that DIY match didn't go over live, he went Russo for an hour and then snapped back into mode. It was sick, dude. I ain't gonna lie. It was a very funny night.
God bless.
Joaquin Wilde. That was it. It was Joaquin Wilde. Thank you, chat. That's who it was. Joaquin Wilde was the 4th one.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, bro. He's lost his mind.
That's just insane.
I'm gonna have to
You
talk
see
to
what
him.
happens when he doesn't have a platform to, like, you know,
Yeah,
put the...
he's scary. He's scaring me right now, guys.
Showtime Spurs $2. Appreciate it as always. Fatal Influence can say SmackDown. Can
No,
they,
they
bro?
can't. No, they can't.
Can they? We love
They
them.
would,
You know, but-
they're great, but they're not going to save SmackDown. They would just have matches to very quiet crowds every week.
It's very sad.
Yeah.
Amari 316 $5. Appreciate it as always. Bipolar Rock wasn't on my bingo card for 2025. Should have been. But I'm all here for it. It's at least interesting as illogical as this story has been.
Yeah. That's fair.
Alright, so that's the super chats. Keep them coming, people. We'll take another break before we stop the pod, before it gets too late, and we'll go through some more as well. So keep them coming. Alright, what else we have from the weekend? Collision was decent. It wasn't exactly the most notable show, I don't think. They did the big Mariah May, Tony Storm angle. You know, Mariah May has snapped. She has lost it. She is losing it since she's lost the title in Australia. You know, her makeup's all fucked up, her hair's all fucked up, her outfit's all fucked up, do you know what I mean? She jumps Tony Storm at the start of Collision, drags her out from the back into front of the crowd, cuts a promo and, like, kind of doing, like, a timeless impression, lost the plot, you know, and, yeah, basically to settle the match for Revolution. Dubbing it the Hollywood ending, Joe.
That's cute. I like that.
The
That was
Hollywood
cute.
ending. The trilogy.
Yeah.
Number 3, Mariah May challenging Tony Storm for the Women's World Championship at AEW Revolution. What did you think of the angle, Joe?
Well, this was one where, like, every time they do an angle, it's either just close enough to my taste that I can rock with it, or it's like a little much for me. This one was in the loud. This wasn't really my thing, I have to be honest. I like and I appreciate the commitment to the angle and the consistent. Like they've been consistent, right, in the time put into it, and you can never question the damn effort, the talent. I mean, Mariah was swinging for the fences. I didn't think the execution was as good in this case as it was when Tony had the ball in a couple more recent segments. But yeah, it wasn't really my thing, to be honest. But I think the Hollywood ending thing's cute, a cool idea, and I think there's a chance that this third match comes a lot closer to Wembley, or maybe goes past Wembley. The rematch, by all accounts, failed to match the first match, right? So
Yeah,
hopefully they get more time and they can go kind of crazy here.
Anna, what are you thinking about this Mariah May, Tony Storm,
I-
Hollywood ending, the angle, the whole storyline
I
as a whole,
just-
because it's coming to an end, I guess.
Yeah. I just wanted to be over at this point, which is very sad to say because it's something that I really enjoyed, like especially in the beginning, like when Mariah turned, that whole part I really, really enjoyed. Like and when she revealed being timeless, so I think the storyline so far has been very well done. But for me, none of the matches I liked the Wembley match, I liked the rematch, but none of them has been up to the same standard of quality as the storyline, if that makes sense. You guys understand what I mean? Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like they've been good matches, but they have not lived up to what the storyline has built and has shown over and over again. Like I said, I liked the Wembley match, but it left something to desire. And then in my mind, I was like, okay, in the rematch, then they're gonna do more than the first one. And it was still like a good match, but it still didn't meet the thing. So I don't know if it's like a chemistry. I don't know. It just feels like there's something missing when they're in the ring together, which is crazy because in the storyline, the building of the stories, their segments outside of the ring always hit. So I don't know what's going on there, but like you said, I do hope for this third match they go all out. If they're holding anything back for the finale, they just put everything on the line out there, and that this makes it like actually worth this whole story, because the story was great, but if the matches are underwhelming, then it's still a wrestling show.
Right.
If I want to
Yeah.
see a good storyline, I watch a movie. Like,
I'm
so
I'm intrigued
just wanted to be
by.
over.
Yeah, no, I get it. I'm intrigued by Mariah, like beyond this feud, what they do with Mariah, because the concern would be, listen,
Sounds
I'm
like
here-
what we was talking. It sounds like what we was talking about pre-Wembley, bro. Like, oh, when Mariah gets to battle, what's she gonna do? What did she do, Joe? Fuck all, bro.
I'm a talking points guy. I'm just putting stuff out there for the people, right? Her identity on the show is very, very attached to Tony Storm, and that isn't a mistake. That's been the way that's the story. Obviously, I'm aware. The question is, we presume Tony's winning the third match, right? We presume. I do anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it becomes more because at least before Mariah had the belt, right? What happens after Revolution is intriguing to me. I think Mariah's got good at those pre-tape promos where she's really, really mean. She's like cuts through. I don't know if they're good promos. I just think from an identity point of view, there's some work that needs to be done in terms of establishing her as her own entity, which is what they should have done, to your point, Monty, in that 4 months or however they had in between the first and second match. But I digress.
Feels like the same conversation. That's what I found.
I know, but I haven't been around,
It's AEW, so they just won't do anything to her. Like you see where Jamie is now, Garcia, Private Party.
I
The
get
Jamie
it,
thing
guys.
is just one of the most baffling things in the promotion, bro.
Jamie
And there's
Ross.
a lot of
It's
I agree.
weird.
the biggest fumble ever. Like, how do you fucking fumble that? How do you fumble? It's just insane to me. I do not understand what happened.
Yeah. Just looking at the WrestlePurists website going, this Jamie thing is out of control. Just baffling. What's going on over there?
We need a new editor. All right, so Mariah, Tony. Yeah, man, I'm with Anna, bro. I just hope it kind of, they did what they needed to do. I think it will be fondly remembered as a feud as a whole, and God bless them to that. It will be remembered as like getting Mariah May to a certain point in AEW. Hopefully, I guess, like same as what Joe was saying. Hopefully, they can kind of, figure something out. My faith in it isn't very high. I hope they prove me wrong because AEW has been good recently. So, I do agree with Joe as well, where it was kind of like the execution, like the idea, great execution wise. I just don't think Mariah May can kind of live up to like the big kind of like, when she has to like fully act Do you know what I mean? Like Tony can do that because there's like the level of irony to it and how committed she is. And Mariah May, she was swinging for the fences, as you said, but it's just kind of like there's a stark difference, you know.
Yeah, and it's less a reflection. It's less a reflection of Mariah fouling and more a reflection of how good Tony actually is at that stuff, that she can pull it off to begin with.
Into this crazy bullshit, bro. Like,
she's amazing at it, dude. Absolutely.
So I think it will be fondly remembered as a whole in years to come, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if Mariah May does kind of hang around as one of the prominent people in the AEW Women's Division. But I'm ready to move on, bro. It's kind of been this storyline. Obviously, they had a plan for it from as soon as Mariah came in, and with Tony doing the Timeless stuff and Timeless getting so over, you know, they had a plan for it to be this long thing. And I don't think you can blame them at the time for wanting to do that. But like since then, you know, you've had Mercedes Moné come in, bro, and I've said it for a minute. It's like Mercedes Moné has been in this company for too long for her not to try and spearhead this division to new heights, you know. It's obviously you just haven't even been able to really even give that any thought the past fucking year. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of mad when you think about it like that. But there's other people as well who are like right at the front of the line, whether that's Chris Statlander, Willow, whoever else, you know. The division needs to continue moving forward, and you do that by elevating the three women that I've just mentioned. It's kind of crazy to talk about elevating the Mercedes in the same sentence, but it's just, you know, or Athena or whoever else, you know, that we're waiting for. Or Jamie Hayter, bro. Like, what are we doing? You know?
Yeah.
So, with Jamie, like, it's just, with Athena as well, for me, it's just baffling at this point, you know? Just, like, bring her up. What is she doing in Ring of Honor? Come on. Even if, and like the thing is, Chris Jericho, he can be Ring of Honor champion and he's having the matches on Collision on Dynamite, and you cannot give Athena a televised match? What are we doing here?
It's bizarre.
It's baffling.
The final battle finish made it legitimately interesting to me because that felt almost like a rib. That felt like a bit, didn't it? Her winning at final battle.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's one of my favorites ever. So, but her winning there legitimately felt like there has to be a reason. And we haven't yet, unless I'm mistaken, got any insight as to what that was. Like, what do we think? Was it...
That's happened three separate times, I think, with Athena. That, like, to
this
different extents. That's what I'm saying. Like, to different extents.
Yeah.
This last one was, like you said, almost like a rib, bro. But, like, I think when she beat Willow, like, the second time or whatever it was like, oh, okay. And then she beat Billy Starks. And it was like, oh, okay. And then she beat Billy Starks again. And it's like, wait, what the fuck is going on?
So,
you know?
One of the theories at the time was, this is when people still thought there might be a TV deal. And people said, oh, maybe Billy will win it on the premiere or whatever. Danny's theory in our chat is a common theory also, as to the, like, belt collector Mercedes thing, that being a piece of that. I don't know. That's just a theory, right?
I think that's so kind of like...
That's a better idea.
Wishful thinking.
It's not even wishful thinking in the sense of, like, I get that, bro, and building to that and doing that as, like, that graphic goes hard, you know? But it's like, how long's that been the idea? And I think the idea of being like, oh, okay, we'll keep the belt on Mercedes, the TBS title on Mercedes for, like, another 9 months. Yeah. And Athena for another 9 months, just so we can do this one. Like, no, just fucking have, I don't know, Mercedes win the world title. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
have Athena move up to... Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Athena versus Mercedes as an attraction is not... It isn't helped that much by her having the Ring of Honor title, right? I mean, it just isn't, but...
And it's also the kind of thing, like, after building all of this, you know, she's been champion now for 800 years. She broke record... 800 days. It feels like it. She broke records, everything. So for me, when people have those type of reigns... It doesn't make sense for you to be broken, for it to, like, end by the hands of someone who doesn't need it, you know? Like, it's like, like, someone should be elevated off of it, right?
That's the point.
I agree completely,
Yeah, but it's kind of like the Sammy Gunter situation. I still, to this day, love Sami Zayn. Forever will love him, but I still don't know why he was the one to beat Gunter, you know? So, times people just do things.
Needed someone to do it, Mania, brother.
It's... it's a strange one. I don't know. The Ring of Honor thing in general has been a bizarre story, to be honest. The Jericho reign feels like we're kind of stuck in like a loop. He's worked Ishii and Bandito for the belt, which I'm pretty sure he did the first time. The idea was to get a TV deal, which was the idea the first time. Like, and it's just going on, and they're not doing a Mania weekend show, which is fine, but that's kind of an easy way to get a house, right? So it's just odd. It's a really weird story, and it feels like everyone stopped even caring about it now. So you don't even hear any conversation about it. Like, what is the plan with Ring of Honor? I don't know.
And I was so sure Bandito was gonna win the title of Jericho. So sure. And
Why?
then I don't know.
Don't get me
I
wrong.
just-
Don't get me wrong. I love Bandido, and they probably should have done that. But like, I had no faith in him beating Jericho the other day.
I was
Yeah.
so sure it was his return after being like injured and gone for so long. Like I thought like, okay, Jericho just kind of like transitional
He
champion.
was a jobber anyway.
Bandito.
Think of how he was presented when he was last in AEW. He was losing to everyone, man.
No, the thing is, okay, guys. No, I'm not saying like, oh, he was gonna win the title at Collision for Ring of Honor, but I was like, in a pay-per-view, I thought he eventually would get the title. He would be the person to take the title of Jericho because they made the whole
Fairs.
thing of him returning around it, you know.
Fairs.
Yeah.
And I'm just a huge Bandito fan, so maybe I was biased with that. But for me, it just seemed like that was the angle they were going for when he returned to face Jericho. Because, like, you know, if you just wanted him to face Jericho in a weekly show, you didn't need to make his whole return story about it. So I don't.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a shame.
no.
I
Oh, no.
love Bandido.
And
as well.
I
He's,
just want Jericho to be caught and compromised, like, to permanent. And I'm so done with that, man. Like, what does he add?
I don't know. He's a recognizable name or some shit. I don't know. There must be some.
At
real
this point,
reason
no
behind
one
it.
likes him anymore.
Listen, you ain't got to tell me. Preaching to the choir.
I'm saying this, Tony Khan, in case you're listening.
Well, Tony Khan knows, bro. There's no way Tony Khan isn't aware
Oh,
of
he's
like,
on
the
Twitter,
online disdain for Jericho. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what it is, bro. Like, the online fan base like cannot stand him. The live crowd seem a lot more like tolerable, but they don't exactly love him. He doesn't exactly draw big quarters or anything like that anymore. He used to draw pretty decent on TV, but you know, I just don't understand any of this, bro. It's just I guess it's just a recognizable name thing, or whatever the fuck. But I don't know, bro. What else we have on Collision? Gabe Kidd, man. Gabe Kidd. I hope he stays with New Japan. I think that is kind of I think that should be like, you know, that's his home, bro. That's where he should be. That should be his base always. He's always rep New Japan hard as well, even if he is like part of like a, I don't know, gimmick character thing that he does, you know. But yeah, I thought he had a pretty decent showing. You know, it seems like he's gonna have a few more matches and stick around in AEW for a bit. And hopefully we have a good time with the War Dogs in AEW, Joe. What are you thinking?
I like the War Dogs act. The War Dogs have been a breath of fresh air in the sense that they actually have captured the original Bullet Club vibe better than like most of the incarnations that came in between. You know, they come across like assholes, you know, which is really the core ingredient of Bullet Club. Aggressive guys. I think they're great for the idea of if they're going to be like outsiders on AEW TV for a bit. They're great for that because they feel like an outside threat. So I think there's good stuff. I like the talent involved, and I saw they did a Clark Connors video, and I've liked his work for a minute now. So I think it's cool. I mean, I'm with you completely. Like, hopefully, it is them as, you know, New Japan representatives and not a full-time thing. 'Cause that just would be
Yeah,
just
be a
I
weird
think
fit.
just
Gabe on US Weekly TV is like a weird fit, bro.
that. But it's also just like, to your original point. Just he's rolling right now in New Japan, and the idea of him leaving would be brutal. So I hope that's not. I don't think it is the case, and I hope it's not. But it's gonna be fun. I think. I mean, Gabe Kidd's. He's one of the hottest guys going right now, right? Like, that Kenny match was huge for him. I don't think you can overstate it. So he's proven a lot of people wrong, myself included, to be honest. So good for him.
Anna, you're a War Dogs fan, aren't you?
Woof woof. Yes, I am. My dogs for real. Some are dogs for real. I do. I mean, I do like them. I like them a lot. And I am interested to see. You know, I'm glad that they get like this different audiences, this different platform. I'm interested to see like what they're gonna do with that. But I fully agree with Joe. I just don't think it's the time and the right moment for them to like make the jump, especially Gabe Kidd. You know, and I feel like he would just contradict a lot of his character and all of the things that he said for the past years. And I feel like there's such a good position in New Japan, and they're really growing with that audience, and they're really building their names. Like, the Kenny match was really important, but they're still like building that in New Japan. So
Yeah,
I don't think it would be a smart idea to just like fully jump the boat But I think a few matches, a few segments, that's still a nice thing to do. And then maybe if we're being very positive, this is their way to already like build some stuff for Forbidden Door, because they always do it the month off, but maybe this year they learned their lesson. I don't think that's the case, but they can like plant some seeds that maybe around Forbidden Door we're gonna see like what's gonna happen,
Well,
So
to that point, Gabe Kidd has got to be a big player when it comes to Forbidden Door this year in particular, right? With where it's going to be at. I mean, that's got to be one of the big things in terms of what maybe the Omega rematch. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I think he would have like a very good match in the pay-per-view. I think they're gonna give him an important spot.
Yeah.
He should be.
Woof woof.
He should be. Alright. What else? Hologram versus Beast Mortos.
MJF versus Gabe Kidd. I would kill myself. I'm so sorry. The promo battles between MJF and Gabe Kidd would be a nightmare. That's nightmare fuel.
Let's take it easy.
Nightmare fuel.
Max is back, everyone. Take it easy.
Be a good match though. Anyway.
It would be.
It would, bro. Max can fucking work.
It
I'm
would.
sick of this.
It would. No, the match would be great. The match would be great. But no. The match would be great. I like Max in the ring, but I'm just saying like the promos would be so brutal to me.
Someone said MJF should never be on a forbidden door. Forbidden door. No, where is he? Well, I've lost it. MJF should never ever be on a forbidden door ever again.
His crimes against Hechicero will never be forgotten.
It's all right.
But Gabe is not Mexican, so he should do okay against Gabe.
Monty and I immediately doing the same bit there. Decent opener.
He was. What do you want from me, bro?
Crowd liked it.
I can only be honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep it real with you people. Okay. Collision. War Dogs. We spoke about them. The Luchas, bro. Hologram wrestled Beast Mortos. Looks like we're getting this hologram commander duo,
Is Alex Abrahantes involved in that?
I didn't see him, and I hope not, because I'm not a fan. In 2025, Alex Abrahantes, there's nothing against the guy. I'm sure he's great. I'm sure he's a great guy, but
he better be.
Better be, you know what I mean? Getting put over on the WrestlePurists Worldwide podcast. He best be a good human being. But yeah, man.
Sure.
Hologram commander. That can work, bro. I'm not sure where my faith is in them to actually like make that a real thing. If that makes sense, like a thing that matters, and not just like let's just eat up time on Collision, So we'll see where that goes, but I'm slightly optimistic because, good wrestlers.
They do,
bro,
I mean, to be fair to your optimism, there's some reasons to be optimistic about Hologram in particular, and Commander has kind of earned a spot, right? I mean, God almighty, how many matches has that guy kind of, exceeded expectations? So I'm with you. They may have some ideas for that.
I'd hope so, because it's like, where the fuck is this hologram thing going? That's what I've always been thinking, even like before his injury, bro. Like, because he's like what? He's like fucking 17-0 now, bro.
Really?
Some shit like that. I'm sure he's in like the mid to high teens, bro. Like he's undefeated still. So it's like, okay, where's this going now? Do you know what I mean? Is he just like the mid card guy that eats up time on Collision forever and ever, or is he someone that you're actually trying to do some like cool lucha star shit with, like what are we actually cooking here with this, so we'll see how it all plays out, bro. But like I said, we'll see. I'm not really passionate either way on Hologram, to be honest. I think Beast Mortos is amazing.
Oh, he's great. Should win more often, to be honest.
Commander I'm not particularly passionate either way about. We spoke about Bandido earlier, but I think Bandido is like
he's
a cut above the rest. He's
so good.
He's a top guy.
Good.
Yeah.
He should be winning the fucking title out of Jericho.
He should be a top guy. Let me be clear.
I shouldn't do this. Call someone out. It's not even calling someone out. I don't even know who said it, but like. Redacted did a tweet, and it was like Bandido is the best lucha in the world, or something along those lines. Yeah, someone was like, "What about Vikingo?"
Yeah,
Hey, not
Like,
too much of
alright,
Vikingo.
bro.
Come on, come on. Not
Dude,
too much of Vikingo.
I hadn't seen him for a while,
Listen, he's a good
and
TikTok wrestler.
suddenly I found myself watching him wrestle fucking Reggie on GCW. Oh my god!
Hey.
You've never seen
Also,
the things that they were on.
look at the match. Look at the match that you went to watch. Come on, come on.
I just studied look.
Against who?
I don't. I
What
was
the-
watching. They were at Hammerstein Ballroom. My friend was there, who we just spoke about, and I wanted to see how the show was going. I said, "Oh, they booked Vikingo. That sounds fun." And he wrestled Reginald. I didn't book
Like,
it. I just
Vikingo
watched it. You know.
Vikingo in Mexico is a beast. Like,
No, listen, Vikingo's like he's good at what he's good at, you know what I'm saying? But like when we're talking like best in the world level wrestlers, luchadors, you know what I mean? It's like he shouldn't even be anywhere near that conversation,
I
bro.
think
I don't think
there was a point
even
in time that I
pre-injury.
feel like he was. I feel like there was a point in time that I feel like he was. It was very fair to put him in, like, maybe not only the best,
He was
like
one
the
of the
best in the world,
hottest,
but one of
100%.
one of the best. I remember around like the pandemic times. They used to do like those. It was AAA, right? The AAA shows like in
The
those.
match with Kenny.
It was like
Yeah.
a
You know?
parking lot kind of place, and it was empty around. And they had some really good matches that he really did like very, very well when he was champion. When he won the championship, I don't know, like I don't remember exactly who was in those matches, but those matches were so beast. And he was great. Like I remember thinking, like I think he's one of the best I've seen like in a very long
So-
time. But then yeah, things happen.
Is the belief that
The
he's
Kenny match.
physically is it catching up to him? Is
He's
that the
had,
belief?
bro, he's had like loads of just he
Yeah.
comes back, gets injured, and it's just like the worst thing is as well, it's like every time he gets injured or picks up a knock or something, everyone brings up like that Rey Mysterio quote.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like, oh, he needs to slow it down. I spoke to him and I told him he needs to slow it down. I'm worried about blah, 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 blah. He's just like, bro, Vikingo can do extraordinary things. For me, it's always just been kind of like him putting it together and maturing as like a wrestler in all aspects of his game. You know, the bit filling the space in between, his fundamentals and stuff like that. But in terms of his like physical ability, bro, like he can do things that literally like nobody can do. You know, he's amazing in that regard. But as an all-round wrestler, though, just nowhere near that top level. When we're talking like the Bandidos, I think the only person I put on like Bandidos level in terms of like US based luchadors would be Andy when he's used. You know, Andy. There'd probably again another
When
one.
he's
If
good,
he was used,
Mhm.
like Dragon Lee, bro, like he's a fucking freak, and WWE
And-
fans have seen 0% of it. You know what I'm saying? It's mad.
When he's on his game, Roosh is an absolute force of nature. He's very
Yeah.
different
He's very unique
because he has his
that's the
match.
skill though.
But that's what's great about like Roosh. If you could get all of the other factors out of the way, Roosh could be a money drawing card, dude. Like he could be so box office. I don't think it will ever happen, but Roosh is he makes it feel dangerous. You know, he brings it to life. He's
bro,
he's electric. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think not many people in terms of the US based luchadors that I'd put on level with those 3-4 wrestlers that we said.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Hopefully, anyway, hopefully the hologram commander stuff's good. Speaking of guys that can do a lot of cool shit,
Oh shit.
Speedball Mike Bailey coming to AEW. That's been made official. We got kind of like a cool video package that was narrated by Vader Scott, who is Speed's partner, married. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on. I'm not. They're together though. I'm pretty
Married, I think.
sure. I think they might be married. But yeah, so like that was a cool little introduction for him. It took a little people off guard. Some people were probably expecting like a lights off, lights on situation with Speedball, or like a Max Caster open challenge kind of deal, or some shit like that. But like now they went for the video package. He's coming soon. Reportedly, he's been sorting out his visa. So hopefully, yeah, man. Hopefully he can hit the ground running, bro. He's a very good worker. So be fun. It'd be interesting to see where he fits, though, won't it?
Yeah, he's one of those, like, his floor in AEW is very high because worst case scenario, he'll lose really good matches on TV, you know? Like, that's like the worst case. I do think there's a version where he catches fire and really, like, the people take to him and he kind of gets a niche on the card, like a particular spot on the card. It's hard to know.
Like to a lesser extent, kind of like Will Ospreay. You know,
Yeah,
like
I think-
he comes in and it's clear what his purpose is. Like he comes in to have fucking great matches, and like that could catch fire, and he could end up being kind of like one of those middle of the pay-per-view, wait the crowd back up kind of guys. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
The personality part intrigues me in the sense that I actually think Speedball as a heel is tremendous because there's something about his demeanor that, to me, I absolutely can boo him. You know, absolutely I can. Now, obviously, as a touring wrestler, he's worked as a babyface more. If you see the few times, and like he worked with Leon Slater a few months ago, and he worked heel. There's something about that guy. He just comes across like a dick, and you know he's not. You know I'm sure he's a lovely fella, but there's something smug about him. You know,
sinister.
And the fact that he does like karate kicks, you kind of look at the guy and go, I never like this fella. And there's something when there's an ingredient there that is worth exploring, I think. So I think he's going to come in as a babyface and do great. But I'm just saying, my personal creative, I would explore this. There's something smug about that fella. I can't put my finger on it.
So Redacted says this is his list of luchadors. He watches CMLL apparently. So he's talking top level guys: Andrade, Bandido, Mystico, Atlantis Jr., 2023 Rouge, Sabarano Jr., Teton, Hechicero, Blue Panther, and Mascara Dorada. Those are the names I see float. They're the names I see floating around the most anyway. Apparently Hechicero had a great 2024. So I've seen a lot of people kind of quote tweeting like, you know how Mystico won Mexico MVP in Observer Awards. People were like, bro, anybody who watches CMLL knows that Hechicero had a better year apparently. So.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm not sure how locked in that audience is, to be honest with you, but I could be wrong.
So yeah,
With
Speed.
Yeah.
Go on, Anna.
Speedball.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I cannot take seriously a heel that doesn't wear shoes.
But that's
Really?
the heat. The heat with Speedball is every guy in the crowd will look at him and go, I could beat that guy up. You know, but then he kicks ass, so you're like, oh, could I beat him? I don't think I could. And then
you need a heel manager though, bro. He would that character needs a manager, bro.
I'll do it, bro. I'll do it. Low price, I'll do it. Bring me in.
How tall are you? I know I've met you, but I can't remember.
6'8" or something. I think I'm taller than him, I'll be honest with you. But I don't know.
Oh, bro. Imagine the whole but promos for Speedball Mike Bailey.
That would be a heel that doesn't wear shoes for me would only work. This is gonna sound so bad. It would only work if there's like a part of the character that is just putting the feet on people's face. You know what I mean? Because it feels like the feet are too. You cannot ignore the feet,
bro. You
cannot ignore the feet. They're there. They're there, and it's like it's so distracting to me. You know, just like put some shoes on, have some decorum, have some respect.
It would be
godly.
godly.
This is a professional wrestling place, you know.
Dude, imagine he wore boots on the way to the ring, and then like he took them off and wiped his feet. Imagine the heat. Oh my god, they put me in, coach. I got something figured out for this fella. He's a good little worker. I'll get him rolling. Don't worry about it, folks.
Probably better than the shit that they're thinking of for him anyway, bro. Let's be real.
I love.
Let's be real, bro.
Really. But I do not trust shoeless wrestlers. Like I cannot trust it. I'm always expecting the feet to go somewhere they're not supposed to. You know, like, and I don't want to see that.
What?
Like where?
No,
don't
ask.
I'm sorry.
Don't ask. Don't.
My bad.
She got her weekly pause. You know. That's see the chat's already on it, bro. Chat's already on it.
No. I'm saying that I do not want to see that. I'm saying I do not want to see that.
Why are you thinking about that, bro? That's the issue. That's what you know. That's what I'm saying. Why is that on your mind whenever you see feet, bro? That's crazy. Anyway,
But I wanted to see, like, being objective, I would love to see if he's a heel to be in the Don Callis family. I think would be a very interesting thing for his character. Like, being real.
And on a more very serious note.
Yeah.
Ryan Nemeth is suing the dub.
Oh.
What?
I thought someone had died or something, you asshole.
Wait a minute. You know,
Yeah.
he's suing the Dub. He's suing Tony Khan. He's suing CM Punk.
What? Wait, I missed that. Please,
Give me
I need
stories.
what?
Oh my god,
I did not see
Where's the
this.
fight for? Right
Guys,
up,
I've been
because
dying
they
in
covered
bed.
it
I
the
do
best.
not see Ryan Nemeth's lawsuit.
I
Do you not
can't
have
believe you missed
notifications
this, bro.
on for Ryan Nemeth stories? Sad.
Listen, Ryan Nemeth filed a lawsuit in LA Superior Court against AEW, Tony Khan, and CM Punk. The lawsuit alleges assault, breach of contract,
What?
breach of implied covenant of good faith, and fair dealing and intentional interference with prospective advantage. The lawsuit was filed on February 14th, Valentine's Day, you know. This is what... where is it, bro? Where is it where it's like... Here we go. This is part of the lawsuit and I got directly from the lawsuit. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Phil Brooks was another wrestler under contract with AEW and a member of the AEW management team. Tony had a deep fascination with Brooks. Brooks undertook a campaign to terrorize and intimidate the plaintiff, including physical assault. AEW and Tony Khan did nothing to protect Ryan Nemeth and other wrestling performers from despicable conduct on the part of Brooks. AEW turned a blind eye to Brooks' conduct because of Tony's deep admiration for Brooks and because he was their most popular performer. At Brooks's and Tony's insistence, AEW and Tony Khan have undertaken an effort to blackball Nemeth so he can never work in the wrestling business.
All right.
That's insane.
And look, folks, I'm just asking questions here. What? Where has he been blackballed from? He's working somewhere now, isn't he?
Hey, bro. This is hilarious, bro. In early 2023, Brooks assaulted and battered two fellow wrestlers known by the stage names Matt and Nick Jackson. Listen, stop it gets better. Brooks is known to have uncontrollable temper and often lashes out in violent tirades against others. Thus, the defendants were on notice regarding Brooks's violent.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Where else? There's other one. Where's the other one about Tony? Where is it, bro? Okay, rather than removing Brooks from the AEW roster, Tony Khan made the decision to merely suspend Brooks for a few months. Brooks is one of AEW's most popular wrestlers, and Tony Khan did not feel that Brooks could be removed without substantial loss in profit for AEW. Further, Khan has a very deep personal affinity for Brooks. Khan made the conscious decision to keep Brooks as part of AEW, although he knew Brooks was prone to lashing out in violent episodes and to injure others.
I mean, yeah, true. Case closed.
What else? I think that might have been. No, all of it's very funny, you know. But
Yeah.
in terms of like highlight,
Please send me the link to this. I cannot believe this is real.
it's a real thing. So
This is
CM Punk,
hilarious.
CM Punk is the devil. Many people knew this anyway, you know. But yeah.
Oh my
So
God.
that's very serious news over there. There's like spelling mistakes. There's like spelling mistakes and typos and shit in the lawsuit, bro. Like in one of them, they get like the year wrong, you know. Because it's like I can't remember in one of like the CM Punk situations, like they get the year completely wrong and shit. So I'm not sure how, you know. I'm not sure how far this really goes, to be honest. It's very funny to read, though.
The legacy of
yeah.
Collision.
Yes. What else has happened over the weekend? Oh, bro, Joe.
You know what, mate?
Joe.
Yeah.
We lost another good one, bro. Carmella's WWE contract. It expired.
You
We
cannot.
lost another
You cannot tell me. You have just said to me.
twice
we
in 5
lost.
minutes.
You've just killed multiple people off here in my brain. That was horrifying. Okay. So just to be clear, you're asking me about Carmella's contract, bro. Is that what you're doing here?
Yeah, that's where I
Yes.
was going. It's just
Okay,
it's
good.
just funny to like get you twice in
Yeah.
5 minutes.
We lost another good one.
We did though, bro. Like
Hell of
Carmella,
a
we've
run,
always,
bro.
that's why I've brought it up to you like that as well, because like we've always been kind of on the side of, not that Carmella's amazing worker or anything, but it's kind of like underappreciated though, I thought, in terms of like
She had a good
the
run,
value she adds to a roster in terms of character wise, promo
The
wise, and
values
just
she
being.
has to a roster.
Bro, she does.
Yeah.
She's a valuable.
No,
This is what I'm saying, bro. People scoff at Carmella. Like, bro, she's an all right worker in ring. She's nothing spectacular. Give her good wrestlers to work with. She can have the good matches. Give her terrible wrestlers to work with. She'll have middling to pretty bad matches. You know what I mean? Like that's.
She can talk.
She'll work. She can talk. She can do heel. She can do babyface. She's done tag stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like she's a She's a player, bro.
She was hurt by. She shouldn't have been. And I said this lovingly because you're right. I am a fan. The title reign hurt her in the sense that it was an overexposure. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things
definitely.
like we talk about Baron Corbin where it was too much for her and it made people think less of her. But she really did. She's someone who made the most of the time given to her and would really go for it. Like Christian in the chat just said Chelsea Green. That's a good comparison in the sense that
Yeah, it is.
Chelsea Green on SmackDown on Friday. Chelsea Green had like 1 minute TV time and she just went. She did it. She just threw everything at it. You know, Carmella would very much do that. She did get pretty good too. Like I know it's with Sasha who has good. Like Sasha could have a good match for me, but a couple of those matches were like really good. You know, she did good, man, and she had a. I'm watching the NXT stuff where she comes in. That was over a decade ago. Crazy run. So, I don't know what the story is or like what the. Because obviously we know she had a bunch of health complications and stuff.
Yeah,
so
she had,
hopefully she's well. Yeah.
She had I think something through a pregnancy or through the delivery or something like that. She did something to I believe it was the nerves in her foot, and she got dead.
Yeah.
She got like dead foot.
Yeah.
So she's been obviously like physically, like as Joe said, she's been like going through some stuff, and obviously she's just had a child as well on top of this. So it's just like. Who knows what sort of condition she is and if she wants to come back to wrestling. But if she does, hopefully she can get to a good physical level. And I think, like I've already said, bro, there's definitely a place for her in wrestling if it's what she wants to do.
There is. One of the things that came from this is that I guess she changed like her socials back to her real name. And I was reminded that her real name is Leah Vandal, and they chose to call her Carmella. Her name is Leah Vandal. I mean,
They do that
just
with
amazing,
everyone, bro.
What's Liv's name? Liv has like an incredible shoot name.
What
is that?
like
Oh shit,
Georgia Daddio or something?
It's like it's a crazy name. And she's called Liv. It pops me every time. Leah Vandal is an incredible name, dude. LVD.
Gianna Daddio.
You know what I mean?
Daddy-o.
It's a crazy name to be called Liv Morgan. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, whatever happens, I don't know if Carmella's ever going to wrestle again or anything. But she had a good run, and yeah.
Go back to the names again.
Yes, mate.
It's like Bron Breakker, bro. He's a Steiner. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, to be fair, I think they wanted to be careful with the name. Steiners are ever
interesting. Interesting family.
Yeah,
I do get that, but it's just like Bron Breakker, bro. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, it's a shitty name. Yeah.
One of the promising things that came out of LFG, I haven't watched episode 2 yet, people. So no takes on that this week.
Oh no.
What's his name? Elijah Holyfield.
Oh,
I think they're gonna stick with that because they've like made it a thing on the show. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean,
Holyfield is like taking Steiner away or Van Dale from someone. That's one thing, but Holyfield.
You gotta keep Holyfield.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
That's an iconic sports name, dude. Like maybe less so to young people, but it's Evander Holyfield, man. You gotta keep Holyfield. I saw the kid. I mean, I've not seen anything on the show, but I saw a picture of Elijah.
Oh, he's an animal.
Put the belt on him.
Yeah, bro. He's a fucking serious athlete, bro. Right. I think Kevin Knight potentially being spoke about in WWE. I think AEW is interested with him as well, and had at least some sort of talk with him. So yeah, it looks like Kevin Knight is on the radar of the big two, and I can see why, bro. He's a fucking promising talent, good athlete, good worker, really starting to put it together. It's a good time for him to get picked up by one of the top two if they have a plan for him, you know. Whether that's NXT straight to main roster or AEW as a real player or in like a cool tag team or whatever the fuck they want to do with him in it. But a talent like that, hopefully they do have a plan for him, whoever he decides to go to. So
yeah, there's
Kevin Knight, good wrestler.
real upside there, right? He jumps off the page. I like him a lot.
Joe, whatever happened
Yes, mate.
to Fred Yehi?
Okay, so
No, genuine question. I'm not even not being a dick.
he legitimately lost his mind. One of those
What do
guys
you
who thought
mean? In
Walmart
what
was like
sense?
run by, he thought Walmart was run by like aliens and stuff. Like
Oh, conspiracies and that.
lost the plot of conspiracies. Yeah, it was pretty
Where
bad.
are the people around these people, bro? It's a shame.
I don't
Anyway,
know, man.
we won't linger on that too long.
Sad note. My bad.
What's something funny to end with?
Good worker though.
Bro, he was really promising. Like really promising. Bro.
He was really good,
liked
yeah.
him. Yeah, man.
I mean, to be fair, being a conspiracy theorist hasn't stopped him from getting signed before, though. So I mean, wrestling's fucking weird. I
There
don't
you
know.
go, bro. There you go.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, shout out to Carmella.
now this is a funny thing to end on with the last minute.
Good.
So like last week it came out that like sources close to Shane McMahon. But like, Tony Khan never followed up with him. But basically, Shane O'Mac wanted to run AEW, bro.
Of course
He
he
wanted
did.
to run. He wanted to run things over there. He wanted to put some of that. I don't know, but the funniest part about it was like how like the people close to him, the sources that were referenced in Sean's report, was just basically like, yeah, he's not familiar with AEW or their products or their business model, but like he wanted to come in and run things, man.
Dude, he's going to do something. I'm telling you, he's going to do something insane in wrestling at some point. He's going to start a promotion. I can feel it. We were doing Grin Grappler, Shane McMahon, and I just felt I was like, this lunatic is going to do something heinous. He's going to buy a company or something. He's a very dangerous guy. Very dangerous.
Yeah. He's funny. But anyway, shout out Mac and whatever fucking he ends up
guess.
doing.
If you want.
Would you say he's the most likeable McMahon?
I mean,
Not
that's like being
exactly
the
stiff
fastest.
competition. Yeah, it's not exactly
Yeah,
stiff
it's like-
competition, but
Like being the
Are there
fastest
any
Holbert. Probably is. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's a bit of an arsehole, to be honest with you. Give me. No, he probably is the most likable. To be fair, I'm thinking about the candidates. Yeah, not much of a
you
race.
even
Really.
come close, bro.
They all just stay on the-
She said and done some stuff, brother. You know, like
Just none of them run at all. They just stay at the starting line, just looking around, waiting for the only one to move. No one's winning that race, mate.
yeah, people. Raw on Netflix is about to start, like starting, and we're gonna get out of here. Tomorrow will be the Raw quote unquote review or whatever it ends up being. I'm not sure who's actually going to be on it. I need to talk to Rob actually after I get off here. For the rest of the week, we'll see what happens, people. You know, keep up to date with the WrestlePurists page. You know, we'll be posting stuff, you know. Shout out Late Night Grim. Make sure you subscribe to that. Link is in the description. Make sure you get on there. Joe, what you got planned for the Late Night Grim this week, brother?
Lots of stuff, mate. Tomorrow night is Grin Grappler Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat. First ever rivalry episode for Grin Grappler, so that's a big one. That is live and free. Over on Gold, though, we've got some School of Wrestling. We're doing classic Lucha Bloodbaths, to be exact. And we also have an episode of Full Sail Behind on Gold this week. Lots going on. And, of course, Chamber Granola on Saturday. So, big business ahead of me. Very, very exciting.
Anna, you made it.
I'm alive. I'm good.
One effort.
I will survive. We will stand. I hope that I'm fine enough for girls and rap.
We will stand.
Yeah, you gotta make that Wednesday time, brother.
I have to. Please, guys, pray for me.
Pray for Anna's soul. Make sure Dwayne don't take it.
Great effort.
I tried, but yeah, Girls and Graps every Wednesday. Watch it, follow us. We officially started last week. Charlie posted the the letterbox list that we have in our Spotify playlist. You know, if you don't watch Girls and Graphs, every show we like recommend a movie and like a song that we're listening to, so you can also see those. But yes, thank you
Beautiful
guys.
stuff.
We made it.
We did make it. Thank you guys for watching. We got a quick super chat to end this on. Also, thank you for the super chats as always. Bet your Q2 $5. Why do old bookers hate fan favorite baby faces so much? Do they really resent that we don't care about their outdated ass booking? They come from a time where you know, beating the shit out of a fucking popular babyface would actually get like loads of heat, bro. But people view baby faces differently, and they're less kind of like infatuated with them now, I think.
Yeah.
I think that kind of plays into it, to be honest.
It's that. It's a heat obsession, and it is a lot of the old heads have that kind of built-in LOL the marks mentality towards people in the stands, right? It's kind of a built-in thing. So we'll show them, you know. It's that kind of vibe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're fucking stupid. Anyway.
But yeah, appreciate you guys with the super chats. Like I already just said, appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, please like, subscribe, hit Late Night Green Gold description, link in description, and peace.